Riley Brooklands 9 horsepower Bob Gerard Monoposto Special 1928-34. Almost as soon as these new, 9 horsepower, models arrived on the scene, interest was shown in the engine by J.G. Perry Thomas, who joined forces with Reed Railton to produce an 1,100cc racing chassis which Railton drove to undreamed-of success at Brooklands. Later, after Thompson and Taylor had developed the chassis, Riley put into production the 9 horsepower speed model, which quickly became a legend as the Brooklands 9. It was a Brooklands 9 which won the Rudge Whitworth Cup at Le Mans in 1934, as old as the industry, Riley 1898-1969, David G. Stiles. Introduced in 1926, Percy Riley's 9 horsepower, 1,087cc, twin camshaft 4 was an outstanding engine designed by any standards, various versions powering Riley's until 1957. Clothed in stylish bodywork by Stanley Riley, the Coventry Marks pre-war offerings were among the world's finest small-capacity sporting cars, none more so than the rare and highly desirable Brooklands Speed model, 110 of which were made between 1928 and 1932. The production Brooklands boasted a chassis shortened to an 8 wheelbase from the standard 9's 10.5 inches and was low-slung in the extreme, it being possible for the driver to touch the ground while normally seated at the wheel. Body construction varied considerably, ranging from wood-framed, steel-paneled, 2-door types intended for touring, to the lightweight, doorless, alloy ones used at Le Mans. The engine differed from the standard 9's by virtue of its water pump, high compression pistons, different camshafts, 4-branch exhaust manifold and twin carburetors, in which form it produced around 50 bhp at 5,000 revolutions per minute. The Brooklands was enthusiastically received by the British motor racing fraternity as it provided a most competitive entry into the 1,100cc sports car class, Class G, hitherto dominated by Continental makes. As well as the aforementioned 1934 Team Award at Le Mans, Riley Brooklands' successes included various Class G world records, a class win in the RAC Tourist Trophy, an outright win at the 1932 Ulster Tourist Trophy and victory in the JCC 1000 miles race and countless other events at Brooklands. This original Riley Brooklands, chassis number 8052, began life as a standard 2-seater sports model before being transformed into a single-seat racer by Bob Gerard. Frederick Roberts Bob Gerard served his racing apprenticeship in Riley's during the 1930s and after WW2 became famous following a string of successes driving the ERS R4A and R14B, which included third place in the 1948 British Grand Prix. One of the most respected competitors of his era, Gerard switched to more modern Coopers, and although there would be few more international successes, he continued winning at national level well into the 1950s. This unique car was created in the 1950s using a Brooklands 9 chassis, which has been extensively modified and fitted with a Riley Sprite high-performance engine, Derek Shan's supercharger and an ENV75 pre-selector gearbox. The chassis has been lightened, shortened and narrowed, the front axle lightened, and most of the suspension and steering components polished. The large curling brakes are fitted with chrome drums and electron backplates complete with air scoops. Hydraulic shock absorbers are fitted at front and rear. The Monoposto body was constructed by Bob Roberts in 1960. Overhauled in 2009 regardless of cost, the 1,087cc engine is a Bob Gerard 8-plug racing unit that has been fitted with a special 4-plug cylinder head incorporating very large inlet valves and inclined spark plugs. Other noteworthy features include a special crankshaft, air connecting rods, chroma-urd cylinder liners, air-type oil and water pumps, scintilla magneto, large ribbed sump, oil cooler, 4 mol carburetors and a chromed 4-branch external exhaust system fitted with a Nusave straight-through silencer. The pistons currently fitted give a compression ratio of 8.5:1 while there is a spare set of 12:1 items, complete with rings, for use with alcohol-based fuels. Power is transmitted via a racing clutch to the 4-speed close ratio gearbox, overhauled at the same time as the engine, which has a short remote control lever. We're advised that the car's maximum speed is around 100 miles per hour using the present pistons. It has lapped the Brands Hatch Indy circuit in 1 minute 14 seconds and the Silverstone Club circuit in 1 minute 29 seconds, both of which times probably could be bettered with improved carburation. V4847 is well known at most of the important European circuits and is reported to be in an excellent state of maintenance. Offered with Gerard Racing correspondence, sundry invoices and VSCC buff form, this very competitive pre-war racer is ready to race or hill climb.